anyone there?
I bet that in a few moments, Brother Matthew will be dying to tell us where we can find the parchment.
Brother Matthew, the parchment, now!
Target Perry is in the building. Starting phase 2. We're going in.
I just can't get any further with this parchment. But from what I have been able to translate, Brother Matthew may have been right in his letter.
Dear Bishop Perry, we found this parchment some days ago during the restoration work on the crypt of our old village church. Considering the paper's quality and condition, the document must be several centuries old. There is another reason why I am sending it to you. Strange things have happened since it was found. There have been 2 break-ins, and one of our brothers has disappeared without a trace. I am not sure whether this really has to do with the parchment, as we have unfortunately been unable to decipher the text so far. But I have a feeling that we are onto something really big and possibly very dangerous. Please let me know as soon as you discover anything more about the parchment or its contents. Yours sincerely, Matthew Wakefield.
I will keep trying to translate this mysterious parchment for a little while. Hopefully William Patterson will be able to help me tomorrow. Medieval ciphers are his specialty, after all. No time, I'm busy. Bishop Perry is not in his office. Please leave a message.
Bishop Perry. Yeah, this is Superintendent Falk. Ashford CID. Bishop, I must speak to you urgently. It concerns the murder of a priest, one Matthew Wakefield. We found his body an hour ago. Witnesses mentioned 2 men dressed in black combat suits. Wakefield sent us a message a few days before his death, which but that's not important at present. Now that he's dead, this message certainly takes on a completely new significance. A very disturbing significance. Bishop, I must speak to you urgently. You could be in grave danger.
The line is dead. Wakefield was murdered? But that can't be. His letter. I received this letter from him only recently. Oh, damned window!
Red 3, take care of the target. I'll secure the exits. Confirmed, Red 2.
2 men dressed in black combat suits? They're looking for me. I've got to get out of here, and I must get this parchment to safety. I don't really know why, but apparently it was important enough for Wakefield to die for. God help me. Reserved books are stored here. According to the list, William Patterson has reserved cryptographic symbolism, as has Dr. Lucy Forrester. Perhaps it would be a good idea to pass the parchment on to my friend William Patterson. I can trust him, and he is an expert on such scripts after all. Reserved books are stored here. Perhaps it would be a good... Writings and pictographs of European religions. Good idea. Now, I just have to think of something so that the book doesn't fall into those guys' hands. Perfect camouflage. I'll have trouble finding it here. And now to get out of here. I really must make sure that William Patterson gets the book before Dr. Forrester tomorrow. Both of them have registered for the book I hid, and there is a real danger that Dr. Forrester will get hold of it before William Patterson does. Well, now the door is open. Our secretary's desk. I can't see anything here that might be of any use. The timetable of lectures for this week. Perhaps I can use this plan to make sure William Patterson gets the book before Dr. Forrester tomorrow morning. Right, now Dr. Forrester will be busy with her earlier lecture. My friend Patterson, on the other hand, won't have any lectures tomorrow morning, so he will hopefully be able to take care of the book he reserved right away. Perfect. Time to get out of here. I'd better go straight to the police.
Yes, Dad, I know. No, I still don't want to go with you to the UN General Assembly in New York. No, I won't. I just need a few days vacation. No, it's got nothing to do with my splitting up with Max. Sure, I don't even think about him anymore. Who's Max, anyway? Yes, you're right, of course. I still miss him, even if he is a damned idiot. But it just wasn't working anymore. You know, splitting up was the only thing to do. Yes, I'm hoping the cruise will take my mind off it too. Yes, thank you. Listen, I have to go. They won't wait for me. I'll get back to you at the latest when I return. Yes, same to you. Good luck and happy digging, or whatever it is you wish a geologist. What?
Are you traveling on this ship?
So this is my little kingdom for the next few days. It's no suite, but quite cozy. But I'm hoping I'll be able to spend most of my time at the pool anyway. My complexion could really do with freshening up. I will start with... That's not my suitcase. Apparently it belongs to someone called William Patterson. At least that's the name on the luggage label. Oh great, this is starting out well. I should ask at reception. The suitcases were probably swapped by mistake. I don't rummage around in other people's suitcases. Besides, there's a combination lock on it. A picture of a man in front of the Atomium in Brussels. I think it's the captain of this luxury liner. I don't rummage around in other people's suitcases. Besides, there's a combination lock on it. I think even women should be able to survive for a few minutes without their handbags. I'll leave it here for the time being. I keep practically my whole life in there, which is as it should be with a good handbag.
Hey! Ooh, hot bodywork.
Sorry?
So, are you enjoying the last days?
What?
Don't you read the papers? don't you have a television?
Of course. Why?
Well then, you must know that we're all doomed.
Really? I wasn't aware of that.
Well, that's all anyone talks about at the moment. Global warming, burning oil fields in the Middle East, and a bunch of natural catastrophes on top of those. And each one worse than the previous one. It can only be a matter of minutes before we all bite the dust.
What are you driving at?
That's obvious. In times like these, you have to complain. You just can't have fun. Let alone go on cruises.
Well, if you say so.
And then you get preached at on every street corner with this pseudo-scientific gibberish. When I see those would-be scientists in New York at the moment, full of their own importance with this UN business.
Now just slow down a minute. My father happens to be one of those scientists.
Well, we each have a cross to bear. For my part, I can only laugh about all this nonsense. And just enjoy it. After all, the prices for cruises and tourist trips have hit rock bottom due to all this panicking. It's just bad luck that I work in the travel industry myself. So it's just one last quick cruise for me before this brainless gibberish finally ruins me.
Yes, great idea. Basically, he's not far off with some of the things he says, but I still think I prefer the two "the end of the world is nigh" characters to this guy. Someone has obviously switched my suitcase. Have you seen my suitcase by any chance?
No, unfortunately not. And everything was fine with my luggage. Suitcase, backpack, and beauty case. It's all there.
Beauty case?
Well, sure. Even men have to take care of their beauty nowadays, but you should know that.
Thanks for the compliment. Did you hear anything about the accident at the harbor?
No, unfortunately not. Have I missed something?
No. What an idiot. I'll get back to concentrating on the more pleasant things in life.
Great idea. Have fun.
He seems pretty downcast. Oops.
I wish you a wonderful day, my good lady. How can I be of service?
I think I just...
Damaged the bell? Well, don't worry, I'll take care of it later.
Good. What I actually wanted to say is that there's a suitcase belonging to a certain William Patterson in my room, and my own is missing. I assume the two suitcases were mixed up.
Most regrettable. I will look into the matter immediately.
That would be nice. I'm sure Mr. Patterson must be missing his suitcase, too.
I don't think so.
Sorry?
You may not have heard, but William Patterson met with an unfortunate accident shortly before the journey began.
Oh. Was he the man who was run over at the harbor in Hamburg?
Yes, what a tragic accident.
Is it serious?
I don't think it could have gotten any more serious.
Is he...
I'm afraid so. I will start looking for your suitcase immediately and bring it to your cabin. It was probably taken to poor William Patterson's cabin by mistake.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Excuse me for overhearing and barging in, but you were talking about the accident at the harbor just now.
A tragic story. Did you know the man?
No.
It was actually quite strange. He had spoken to me just a few seconds before, and then...
He spoke to you?
Yes. He asked me if I was going to be traveling on this ship, and then he was gone again, and then this accident.
Did he say anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Are you quite sure?
Yes, I guess so. Why?
Oh, it's not that important. This whole thing has just gotten to me, that's all. Excuse me. I just need a few minutes alone.
Okay, no problem. I could actually go to bed now. There's nothing to be said against that. After all, I'm here to relax. The last few days were just a bit too much. The separation from Max. Nina, you're here to forget him. So don't start moping again. I'll just go to bed now, and when I wake up tomorrow morning, the world will seem a much happier and friendlier place. And my suitcase will probably be back too. It can't just have disappeared. At least, I hope not.
Just 1 second, I'm coming.
Isn't that the bikini from my case? There's a note attached with a scrawly handwritten message. This is the note that was fixed to my bikini top. The following text has been scrawled on it. Are you looking for this here? I also have the rest. Come and get it. How? Here's a little clue. They come from outer space, but seen from down here, that doesn't seem so important anymore. I don't know what this is all about, and whether whoever wrote it is just mental or actually dangerous. The question is, were the suitcases exchanged deliberately, and if so, why? One of those mini carousels you often get outside supermarkets. I'm afraid I won't fit in there, and I can't move it either. The wheels are missing on one side. If you look at a skylight from above, is it still a skylight, or what? The lower deck is off limits at present. This is for all guests on board, so I'll leave. The large, bold headline on the front page reads, "The Final Victory Over Nature. How the Powers of the World Hope to Regain Control." It concerns the UN General Assembly taking place in New York in a few days to discuss the dramatic natural catastrophes of the last weeks and months. There's also something written here about the expert roundtables that are meeting before the conference. My father is attending one of those. How much soap for an ice bucket full of water? That should be enough. The cleaning equipment is complete. Now I just have to find someone to do the cleaning. Great. Even on vacation, I can't escape the role that this spiteful and unjust society has forced on me. Whatever happened to the achievements of women's lib? At least I'm being diligent. The skylight is clean again. There's a note at the foot of the children's carousel. You will find the last clue that leads to your suitcase at the back of the ship. Hey, what kind of a sick mind is this, sending me around the entire ship and writing me strange messages? Should I be seriously worried about this? Maybe I should remove it from the wall. I can't see anything on the wall. The Noah's Ark drawing. There's a photo stuck to the back of the picture, the wrong way round, unfortunately. So I can't see the image. Simply ripping it off won't work either. It would probably destroy the photo. I'm not going to... Okay, now I can remove the photo without problems. Oh, it's a picture of Max, my ex-boyfriend. A picture of my ex-boyfriend Max shortly after his skiing accident with his leg in plaster. If I'm not mistaken, that was also in my suitcase. Underneath the photo, someone's written in felt-tip pen, "Poor guy, he should see a doctor." Just wait. If I catch the person who's been spreading my stuff around the ship, I'll send him to the sick bay. The door to the sick bay is locked.
You actually did it!
What? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Oscar, and you're Nina. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, but...
See, I never thought you'd figure it out. I made an extra special effort, but you are really good.
Made an effort? How?
With the paper chase, of course.
You mean you wrote all those notes, and you...
Yes! Great, huh?
You stole my suitcase and dropped my things all over the ship?
No, the suitcase was just lying around. I found it and read your name, and I thought you'd like to have it back.
Okay, let me get this straight. You just found the suitcase?
Yes, it was just lying around here all the time.
Did you see who brought it here?
No, No idea. But that's not important. What's important is that you won the paper chase!
I don't quite know if I should be relieved that there wasn't some psychopathic madman behind the whole thing, or... Well, the main thing is that the case is back again. But who brought it here? And why?
It was a great game, wasn't it?
Yeah, great. Do me a favor. Next time you want to play this type of game, tell me first. Promise?
Okay.
Thanks. And now it's time for bed.
Okay. Good night, Nina.
Sleep tight. Here I was, scared, witless, and worrying about psychopaths and such like, and it turns out it was just some cheeky kid who wanted to have a paper chase. I think I'm showing the first symptoms of persecution mania. Maybe in the future I shouldn't look for a conspiracy behind every little thing, but after my experience in Tunguska, be that as it may, I should lie down for an hour and relax a bit.
Shut your mouth, or I'll kill you!
Well, how are you feeling?
I felt better. My head...
Don't worry. Everything's okay. You've just got a mild concussion. You should be fine after a few hours rest.
Have you caught the guys yet?
What guys?
Well, the ones who were in my cabin.
I don't know anything about that.
But that's why I'm here.
You're here because you hit your head on the door.
It was the other way round. I don't walk into doors just for the fun of it.
We're on a ship. You can easily be knocked off balance by a large wave.
Nonsense. Somebody slammed the door against my head. And what about the guys who were in my cabin?
What guys? Miss Jordan said...
Miss Jordan? Who's that?
Katerina Jordan is another passenger. I think she's helping the captain to fill in the insurance form.
Oh, really? Where?
In the restaurant, I assume. But you should have a rest first. Later, you can...
Have a rest. Yes, I can do that later. For now, I just want to know why that stupid cow is going around telling everyone that I enjoy walking into doors in my spare time. I'm very curious to hear her explanation.
And then this wave came up and Ms. Kalenkov fell against the door?
You had better consider your next answer very carefully.
Oh, Ms. Kalenkov. It's so good to see you back on your feet. Are you feeling better? We're just writing out the accident report and Miss Jordan is kindly...
Oh yes, Ms. Jordan is extremely helpful, and she just loves telling stories. Whether her stories have anything to do with the truth isn't really that important, right?
I don't understand.
Miss Kalenkov, you shouldn't upset yourself. It's bad for your health. I'm sure the doctor prescribed strict bed rest for you.
That would suit you. I would like to know why you tell such lies. Didn't you get enough attention as a kid?
Oh, calm down. You don't seem to have quite recovered from your knock on the head.
I am still clear enough in the head to know the difference between having the door slammed against my head and falling against the door, unlike you, apparently.
Is the pain still bad?
I'll show you what real pain is in a minute.
Ladies, I suggest we postpone the report until our next stop, when we have all had time. Time to calm down a bit.
But
I think a bit of peace and quiet could do both of you some good. I would suggest you both return to your cabins. Enjoy the cruise, and if it helps you and all of us to relax, just try to avoid each other for the next 2 days.
But I must say...
I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? Yes? I'm glad. Then I wish you both a pleasant trip on the Calypso.
Why does Katharina Jordan talk such a complete load of garbage? Either she just wants to look incredibly important, or... Now where is my handbag? I don't believe it. More stuff goes missing here than in the Bermuda Triangle. Surely nobody would just walk in here and steal my handbag. On the other hand, there was definitely someone in my cabin yesterday, and maybe Katharina Jordan has a good reason for telling pointless stories about my supposed accident. But why would she want to break into my cabin and steal my handbag? And there was this male voice. Never mind, I'll ask her in my own discreet way. Maybe there's a really simple explanation for this. But before I embarrass myself in front of Miss Jordan, I should definitely ask the porter first. Good morning. I know it sounds strange, but now I'm also missing my handbag.
Good morning. Where did you last see it?
I had better keep my suspicions regarding Katharina Jordan to myself for the moment. In my cabin.
And it's no longer there? Strange. But I'll take care of this immediately. By the way, I have already taken your suitcase to your cabin.
Yes, thank you very much.
That's my pleasure. But what did you do with the other suitcase? The one belonging to William Patterson?
Me? Nothing. I thought you had collected it.
No, the suitcase was no longer there. Strange. Anyway, I will begin looking for your handbag immediately. Did it contain any valuables?
Money, my ID, my driver's license, and some very personal things. Apart from the usual stuff such as makeup, these are all things without which I am pretty much lost.
Don't worry. We'll do all we can to make sure you have your handbag back as soon as possible.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you will excuse me.
Let's see. There was somebody in my cabin, I was knocked down, and my handbag as well as that poor guy's suitcase have both been stolen. The question arises, why? And what role do Katharina Jordan and her lies play? Marzipan potatoes are one of the best reasons for loving Christmas. The bolt really does stick out quite a way. The handyman in charge doesn't seem to take his job too seriously. That's encouraging. It's stuck in the wall. I can't pull it out. I guess this is used to make announcements to the passengers. No idea where the porter is, but he must be somewhere around here, and I wouldn't like him to catch me. The pictures hanging here are of supposedly famous people who have traveled on this ship. It starts in the year 1982 with the mayor of Hicksville. The Queen of the Heath, 1986. I seriously hope she won the title owing to a lack of competition. A beauty underneath a birch tree. Her name is missing, but she seems familiar somehow. Nice tush, by the way. What's going on? Isn't that the guy who's been plastered all over the media for weeks?
Hear the words of the prophet Zandona. The great day of the Lord is nigh. It shall be a day of fierceness, a day of misery and fear, a day of storm and deluge. Thus speaks the prophet, and thus I speak to you. The fury of God will be wrought on all who are impure in body and soul, and he will have no mercy but shatter them for good. But for all those who are pure of heart, those who call themselves Puritas Cordis, the day of salvation is near. For they will not be swept away by the wave of change. All those who are part of our community, part of Puritas Cordis, will be carried along on this wave to a new future, to a new world order, a new kingdom of God. Praise the Lord! Praise Puritas Cordis!
Okay, that's enough now. I'm turning that garbage off. What kind of creature is that? And how weird do you have to be to join a sect like the Puritas Cordis? Behold, the apocalypse is nigh, and if you don't immediately transfer all your money to our Swiss bank accounts, you'll burn in hell for all eternity. Ooh, that really annoys me. The photo of an insignificant soap opera actor who once traveled on this ship. An empty frame. Either there used to be a picture here, or there is going to be one. I think I really deserve these flowers. Poster of a tiny pop star. Tiny isn't really quite correct. It's just meant symbolically. I don't want to shoot my mouth off, but only genuine bimbos have the hots for him, huh? I'll just assume I won't be needing that. If I want one of the keys, I'll have to pretend to be the passenger it belongs to. What a nice day.
Yes, isn't it? Let's enjoy it while we can.
What do you mean?
The change of climate with all its terrible and unforeseen consequences, burning oil fields in the Middle East, civil wars, and then the terrible earthquake in Japan. I'm telling you, the whole world will go up in flames soon.
It's not as bad as all that. Okay, there are a number of big problems around the world, but sooner or later...
It'll be over. Exactly. I'm telling you, if the Earth doesn't want us anymore, there's nothing anybody can do about it.
I won't invite him to my next party. I've just seen this awful sermon given by an even more awful person on television. Is it possible you've also seen it and you're easily impressed?
You mean Pat Shelton?
Could be. So, are you one of them too?
Shouldn't we all believe in something that can't be stopped? Just take a look around. The world's going crazy. These terrible catastrophes are happening everywhere, just like the Bible predicted. It can't be sheer coincidence. I tell you, the day of the apocalypse is nigh, and only the pure at heart will survive. That's what Pat Shelton said.
And I say that's complete trash.
And Pat Shelton said, we will all live in peace and without fear as soon as the world is cleansed. That's what we want, right? No more fear.
But fear is created by people like this Shelton character. His Puritas Cordis, or whatever it's called, can only exist because people allow themselves to be frightened by strange prophecies and insinuations.
If you say so, it's just a shame.
What's a shame?
That a nice girl like you will be swept away when the great flood comes.
He's beyond help. Do these keys on the counter belong to guests? Can one hand them in here?
Yes, the porter's not always at his post because he has other jobs to do while we're at sea. So guests can leave their keys here while they go sunbathing or swimming on the aft deck. But you didn't hand yours in here, right?
No, I didn't.
Good, because I always get a bit confused during the first few days. I can remember telephone numbers for years after I've dialed them just once, but remembering people and faces really isn't my strong point.
Very interesting. I'll remember that. I'll go find myself a safe spot, just in case the end of the world suddenly dawns on us. Hello, Oscar.
Oh, hello, Nina.
I've got an important question for you. Did you see anyone enter my cabin yesterday?
No. Why?
Because my handbag is missing. It contains some very important items. And this is no joke.
I never took any of your things. The stuff was already lying around. It was just a bit of harmless fun. I gave everything back, honest. I actually once hid my uncle's bag, the one where he kept his medicine. He nearly died and my father was extremely angry. That's why I don't do that kind of thing anymore.
Okay, I believe you. But are you sure you didn't see anyone near my cabin?
No, really.
Okay then. I don't want to keep you from your games any longer. Have fun.
Thanks, Nina.
Very stylish outfit. Pink bathrobe, ugly sunglasses, and a hat? Okay, let's call it a hat. Hey, what are you reading? A book of educational fairy tales?
Yes, but I'm sure the excessive education would only bore you. I bet you've got incredibly important things to do, so I won't keep you.
Don't worry, you're not keeping me. I'd just like to know if the wonderful stories you told the captain have anything to do with my handbag disappearing.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything. I'm asking you straight out. Did you have anything to do with the break-in in my cabin?
What? I don't have to put up with this.
And I don't have to put up with you telling everyone that I walk into doors. At first I thought you just wanted to draw attention to yourself, but then I noticed my handbag was missing. A strange coincidence, don't you think?
Well, that is a darned cheek. Get out of my sight.
But
go away, or I'll scream.
Women. just impossible to have any rational conversation with them. But I'm sure she has something to do with the disappearance of my handbag. I just have to prove it somehow. Fit, perfectly tanned, and still about as sexy as 2 pounds of mincemeat. Hello.
Oh, hi, sugar.
What a disrespectful guy. Incredible. He should be taught a lesson.
It's a good thing you're here. I urgently need some new sunscreen. Mine has run out, and there doesn't seem to be any on board.
Oh dear, life can be hard sometimes.
Oh, you're telling me. Can you please get me some if you can find any?
No problem. I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Okay, here's the empty tube. Now it has to be exactly the same type. My flawless skin is pretty sensitive, and unfortunately there was only enough sunscreen for my perfectly exercised manly chest. I can't lie on my stomach without sunscreen, and if I can't lie on my stomach, I can't get an even tan. So you see, I have a real problem.
Yes, I noticed that the first time we talked.
Oh, hi.
What an...
I'm glad to meet you. We need to talk. It's important.
Do you?
Yes, it's really important. It has to do with the incidents on this ship.
What about?
Have you not noticed that some really strange things are happening aboard this ship?
Yes, now that you mention it. And you know more about that?
I just want to figure out a few vital points first. Let's have dinner together tonight. Then I can tell you what it's all about.
I don't know. I would prefer it if you told me what you really want from me.
Unfortunately, I can't just do that in a rush. And until I've gotten a few points completely clear, shall we say 8 p.m. in the restaurant?
Okay, I can hardly wait.
Great, thanks. If anything should crop up, just leave a note with the porter. I'm in cabin number 5.
What a weird guy. But it's true. A number of strange things have been happening on board this ship. It might be worth investigating. I wonder what he'll tell me this evening. But it's back to the here and now for the moment. I've got lots of time until 8 p.m. to maybe find a few things out on my own. Let's see what reasonably decent clothes I can find in there. I'll put the bikini back in the suitcase. Hello, and good day.
Oh, good day. I don't think we've met, have we? My name is Feng Li.
Pleased to meet you. Nina Kalinko. Are you waiting for something?
Yes, for my laundry.
Is it brought here?
What?
I meant, I don't understand. Has your suitcase gone missing too?
No. Why should it?
I thought you were waiting for your laundry.
Yes, but what has that got to do with my suitcase?
Continually answering questions with further questions will probably not help either of us. We should start over again. So you're waiting for your laundry?
Yes, for an eternity.
How much longer will it take?
There's a bell on the wall in the laundry room. The bell rings when the laundry is done.
Oh, I see. I will finish with the words of the inscrutable Confucius. He who can exercise patience will have clean clothes in the end. Well, the hat still isn't really attractive, but it will do for a certain English horse race. That must be the bell that this Feng Li spoke about in the corridor. Yes, now could be the right time to destroy something again. Are you still waiting for your laundry?
Yes, it seems to be taking forever today.
If you're waiting for the bell to ring, then it's no wonder.
Why?
Because you could end up waiting a long time.
Why? Is there something wrong?
I'll tell you what's wrong. The bell is broken. That's what's wrong. See? The bell is broken.
I assume that the laundry simply isn't done yet.
Not done? When did you switch on the machine?
4 hours ago. It's just taking a bit longer today.
Listen, my friend, I know a broken bell when I see one, and I'm looking at one right now.
No, it's not broken. The laundry just isn't done yet.
Not done after 4 hours?
Yes, the laundry was really extremely dirty.
The bell is missing. It can't ring. Now that's what I call a broken bell.
No, the laundry is not done. It probably only works if the laundry is really done.
You can spend 1,001 nights here. It's passed on. This bell is no more. It has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. That is the soulless shell of a bell. Its last chime rung, it rests in peace. It's rung down the curtain and joined the choir invisible. This is an X-bell.
Well, I'd better get the laundry out then.
Phew, you really have to talk until you're blue in the face to get an available washing machine here. It's actually quite clean, but never mind, it can't do any harm. That should be enough. Oh, the socks are still losing color. Doesn't matter. White bathrobes have never been my thing. I could make a sly comment about this, but I don't think really low-down ideas need further comment. That must be part of the air conditioning system. The air coming out of there is very hot. A lot of warm air is coming out of the ventilation shaft. The bathrobe should be dry soon. Okay, dry enough. These small socks should be dry in next to no time. Okay, dry enough. I've got something here for you. For the perfect tan. I'm doing myself a favor here. He will finally go lie flat on his stomach, and I will no longer have to see his face or listen to his incessant drivel.
Oh, that's lovely, dear. Thanks. Oh, by the way, while you're here, could you just rub some on my back for me?
I have to go. Phew, the danger is over. He's put the lotion on himself. That was by far the greatest danger I have been exposed to over the last few years. So, my disguise as a tasteless bimbo is finally complete. Okay, all I have to do now is put on a slightly stupid expression, then I could easily pass as her twin sister. Hello.
Hello, Ms. Jordan?
Hey, not bad. I would like my room key.
Yes, right away. Miss Jordan, wasn't it?
It still is.
Maybe you can help me. Which cabin did you have?
Shoot, how am I supposed to know that? Oh, I just can't remember the number at all. Don't you know it?
No, I'm sorry. I'm only good at remembering telephone numbers. Otherwise, my memory isn't that good. Please have a quick look down below.
Pull yourself together.
I'm sorry, but that won't help at all. Please do me a favor and have a quick look. I'll write it down immediately. It won't happen again, I promise. And please don't tell the captain. He'd throw me out, and I really need this job.
Yes, okay. I won't tell anyone. Now, how am I supposed to find out Katharina Jordan's cabin number? The porter should be able to help me. I must go and powder my nose. See you later. I'll change back again. If I just hit it now, it probably wouldn't make a noise. It would just make me go, ouch.
You rang? Though I'm not sure how, when I'm repairing the bell right now.
Has my handbag turned up yet?
No, unfortunately not. But I've told the captain about this regrettable incident. He will take care of the matter himself. I'm sorry that you've had to experience so many inconveniences so far.
That's okay. It's not your fault. Can you tell me which is Katharina Jordan's cabin?
Can I ask what this is all about?
I just wanted to visit her.
Then you should go to the pool. You will probably find Miss Jordan there.
Oh, yes, great. And supposing I want to leave a small surprise outside her door?
In that case, you should give it to me. I will put the present in Miss Jordan's box behind the counter and pass it on to her as soon as she comes by here. That's much safer.
Yes, I'll do that. That's all for the time being. Thank you. I've got an idea. It might work. Could I leave this poster with you? It's for Miss Jordan.
Of course, no problem. I'll put it in her box and give it to her at the earliest opportunity.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. That's what I'm here for. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, not at the moment.
Then will you please excuse me? I have something important to attend to.
The safe deposit boxes are reflected in the CD. If the porter really did put the poster in the right box, then Katharina Jordan must be in cabin number 2. Okay, all I have to do now is put on a slightly stupid expression. Hello.
Hello, Ms. Jordan?
Hey, not bad. I'd like my room key. That's number 2.
Yes, of course. It's right here at the front. Here you go.
Thank you. I'll change back again. The magazine looks like complete garbage, but it has George Rooney on the cover. That's a good enough reason to buy it. I'll just have another quick look. Yes, it's definitely mine. I'll be interested to hear what the Honorable Ms. Jordan has to say in her defense.
It'd be easier to find a needle in a haystack, but what else can I do? Let's hear what the others think. It's me. No, that's why I'm calling. I've searched half the ship, and I still haven't found anything. I'm well aware of that, but further problems have arisen. Yeah, I hope so too. We're running out of time, and we're going to need a small miracle to ensure the whole thing doesn't end in a huge catastrophe. Okay, I'll get back to you as soon as I have any news.
Phew, that was close. Who was that? And what was he looking for? A passenger? Or a member of the crew? And what is this disaster he keeps talking about? I should really be careful who I talk to and about what. I can't really trust anyone, with the exception of little Oscar, perhaps.